Hello readers and digital people, and welcome back to GP Reads. I am your host, Grant Reads, and today we are continuing the Great Gorillaz Tournament, continuing with the Now Now. For those of you who are new, the Great Gorillaz Tournament, we take every single song on every single album, including bonus tracks, pit them up to see which one's the best, and then we take the best one from each album, and at the very end, we'll be pitting them together and seeing what is the greatest Gorillaz song, in my opinion, aka finding my favorite song, because I really don't know what my favorite song is, and it's hard for me to choose, so this is how we're gonna do it. Now, the Now Now is a very interesting album, because they kind of went like a weird disco route after Humans. This is actually one of my favorite eras, because it's just so different, so unique, but it has plenty of Damon, which I love Damon Albarn music. Like, all of his music. We're talking about Good, the Bad, and the Queen, Gorillaz, Blur, the Damon Albarn solo albums, everything. So, let's get into the Now. Now. Starting off with Humility. This song is so funky and chill. It reminds me of like a Caribbean vacation for some reason. Very good funky swing to it, though. Calling the word from isolation. 'Cause right now it's the power we've been chasing. And if you're coming back to find me, well, you better have good aim. And all the Save Me From Him posters. Such a good era. Shoot it true. I need you in the picture, that's why I'm calling you. 2D's so happy during this time. I think that's why I love it. Just so much happy 2D and so much Damon, which makes me happy. Reset myself and get back on crack. Excuse me. That's an inside joke that I accidentally slipped out. Reset myself and get back on track. It was also a nice callback to Ace. Like his first appearance where he had the basketball, except now he's busting it. Like he's moving on. Alright, so Humility, I love it. Of course, we're just starting the list, so it's going to be number 1 for now. But we're moving on to Tranz, which is a fan favorite, and it's one of my favorites as well. Gosh, I love the sound of this. Isolate yourself tonight. Why do I feel like the song's about something dirty? Do you look like me? Do you feel like me? Do you turn into your effigy? Do you dance like this forever? Okay, I love the vibe of that though. There's so much freaking energy in this. Oh, and this will sound. The weird drum section a little bit. Why is the disco, like 70s, 80s sound so much better than most of the music nowadays? The instruments were just so different back then. I feel like everything's kind of generalized now. Poo ya pants. Poo ya pants. I know it says do you dance or something. But I just love the way that sounds. That is such a cool Damon sound effect, even though I made fun of it. Do you burn like me? Do you burn like me? Do you turn into your effigy forever? Okay, now I feel like it's about drugs. Humility's good, but I think I'm gonna have to put Tranz above it. Tranz is just way funkier, and I love that sound. Oh, this is my jam. I still listen to this one regularly. Hollywood featuring Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg and Gorillaz for some reason. That is one collaboration I absolutely adore. I don't know why, I just do. They mesh really well. But it's just such a dark, brooding song, and I love it. It's such a cool vibe to it. Same vibe as I get from Feel Good Inc. and Saturn's Bars. Prepare for me to vibe out on this one. Now, really funky, like, dirty slapping beat. That's a weird way to put that, but yeah, that boom, 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 boom. I hate the beginning lyrics, though. They're so cheesy. Beautiful people crap their pants. I said, where those beautiful people at? Freaky people, clap your hands. Geeky people, clap your hands. Everybody, clap your hands. If we could just remove that part of the song, the rest of it is like silky smooth, buttery, thumping love. That was a weird way to put that. But yeah, I love the rest of the song. Sounds like you're melting, but in like a gangster way, if that makes sense. Hollywood is alright. Hollywood is fragrant. It makes you kill the vibe, but it's a wonderful thing. Sinking on the web, there's more to love than that. Jealousy is Vibe Town. Jealousy is Vibe Town. I'ma go walking all the way to the hills. But you never know what's real. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Cause she can be a burp. And it's a wonderful thing. Hollywood. She's so seductive. She got me looking for that dream. Exactly the way I like it. Then I came through with a big fat chain on my neck. Little did they know, no sweat. So I dimmed out, rimmed out, and cracked the glass. 25 pounds, can you mash that bag? Raise up, I got a deal to make. And a couple bad chickens I've been naked to bake. Put my cake on plates. Gorilla that loves eating chicken sack. How'd that sound? Yeah, that song's a total vibe. I don't even care if the lyrics are weird. They're not as weird as I made them, but they are weird. I'm gonna put Hollywood under Humility, because I just feel like Humility and Tranz are so freaking solid. Oh. I'm not gonna cry. I've got more time to give. I'm incapable of healing. Relatable. I'm on my journey home with no fuel to go. Oh, I think I caused a war. I hear you, man. Yes. La 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 la. I love Damon's many voices so much. So I can breathe again. Photosynthesize again on the green hills of your heart. Oh, Damon. Gosh, see, this is why it's so hard for me to judge Gorillaz songs. They're so attached to me on a personal level. I'm not gonna cry. Still not Tranz level, but I'll put that above Humility. It's hard because a lot of Kansas I don't like as much as the other songs, but then that one part, that beautiful part in the middle where it said if I got it right, you tell me, that part, that makes it, that puts it above Humility for me, just for that lyrical section. All right, next is Sorcererz. Another one. This is the song, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep, this is the. Oh, I forgot this is something I really like. It's a good one. Oh, it's a really good one. Yeah. Why is it drowned now? Yeah. Body. I don't know what it says. Everybody cool down. Everybody see the self. Everybody on time, on time. Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on to your inner vision. I don't know what that sound was, but I love it. Oh, that's a vibe. That's a vibe and a half, bro. Yep. I'm sorry. For now, that's above Tranz for me. I'm sorry that I don't care what you all think. That's up there for me. Sorcererz is a vibe on like every level. That is the crap. Sorcererz is my vibe. Might not win, but it's up there. It is up there. Next, we're going on to Idaho because I like potatoes. I do love Gamon. I do love Damon on his guitar. I mix Damon and guitar. I do love Damon on his guitar though. This is how I play guitar apparently. I slide my hand on the neck and like thumb with one finger. I'm playing the guitar, man. This song feels like either when you're falling asleep, like when you're being like lulled to sleep, or like sinking in the ocean. It really gives me the vibe of like a car just slowly sinking in the ocean, which is a really dark and melancholy thought, but it works, doesn't it? This is what's interesting to me. There's a lot of foreshadowing in this album for other albums that came afterwards. Right here it mentions Silver Lake. Isn't that interesting? Makes me want to go back and listen to everything and try to see what's going to happen next by looking at the past. I feel like that's possible. I landed on the Silver Lake, washed up in feeling blue. What happened to my Silver Lake? Heard the sound of footsteps drifting softly to the moon. He's been on the moon. Looking for clear water. I had to take control. What's that talking about? Out there in the wilderness, another bullet hole. Out there in the wilderness, another bullet hole? A lot of times people refer to wilderness, they're actually talking about the desert. We know the biker gang's there. Could it be something leaning into that? Could actually be onto something and not just making a fake phase? Or could it just be talking about Stylo? What happened to Stylo? Who knows? It's one of those hopeful, sad songs. You know what I mean? Kind of just runs down slowly. It's a weird song in general. I like it though. I think I actually like that a little bit more than Hollywood, but not as much as Humility, so it's gonna go between those two. Lake Zurich. I think this one's instrumental, but I do like it. It's that Naked. Pretty sure. I'm saying naked. I don't know why. Naked. Little transition here in the middle of the album.
Last chance to fight before you fly. Last chance to fight before you fly. Naked. Wow. Bow wow. Wow. Naked. Wow.
After a long, complicated night, I look out my window. Something about sharing the world or some forest mumbles. I like some, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a nice vibe, but with it being, you know, an instrumental, it can't rank as highly as the songs that actually have lyrics, so sometimes instrumentals can. But this is not that instrumental. This goes right under Hollywood. Now we're getting into the danger territory. Magic City, Fireflies. Those are two of my absolute favorite Gorillaz songs. That's gonna be hard. Alright, so Magic City. Oh, Magic City. Bum, ba da 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 da, bum, ba da 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 da, bum, da 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 da, bum, da 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 dum, bum. This is another one of those like mystical, funky, sad Damon songs that he does so well. I love this type of music. I'm on the high ridge looking down. There's lightning in the storm clouds, but I'll send you there to stay. 'Cause you've got me lost in Magic City. You've got me questioning it all. I hope that I make it home by Wednesday. And this Magic City lets me go. Why does that punch my soul? In the good way. And doesn't that part not sound like rain coming down and like the end of like a sad love story? That's a good song. That's just a good song in general. Yeah, that one would beat Humility, but just barely. They are so freaking close. Next is Fireflies. Fireflies is such a freaking sexy song. We're getting out of my comfort zone here. Let's keep this family friendly. But yeah, that's like, what am I even saying right now? Yeah, I shouldn't even be saying that. But Fireflies is like the ultimate sexy song for me. I don't know why. Like, just imagine Murdoc in a Speedo. No, I'm kidding. But it's just like end of a romantic evening, like making out, candles, chocolates, the bubble bath, all of that vibe is in Fireflies. I don't know why, because it's a song about like breaking up or something. It's almost like a murder mystery at first. Like they found a dead body. Does it not sound like the ending to like a really sad or really bad love story? Like everybody dies, but like you're thinking back at the love aspect after everyone died. The main character standing in the rain, just taking it all in. Like it turns out like his best friend murdered his girlfriend or something, you know what I mean? It's got that vibe to it, but I still think it's sexy. I need to stop saying that. I'm gonna get flagged for saying that too much. If you see me floating too many times, my face will be painted in these white brick lines. All the crazies put on buses and sent out here to find you. Living on the limits. It's like he found someone he loved destroyed or something, you know? That's the vibe I get. He found her, but she's like already dead or destroyed or gone. She ruined her life. And you're just holding her like, I love you, please don't let this take you. Why is that sexy to me? It's sad. And if you say goodbye too many times, I was ever chasing fireflies. Sometimes I follow a firefly. It leads me into the night. I'm love drunk. I'm sorry. Am I losing you? Love drunk? That's so sweet. I thought it said I got drunk and I'm sorry I'm losing you, but no. It says I'm love drunk. No wonder I think this is so romantic. I was ever chasing fireflies. I like it more than Tranz. Personally, I do. Fireflies gets second. I don't think it's Sorcererz though. I like the instrumental this one. I forgot about this. Gives me the fall vibes. Every sound from everyone. Very mellow. Nah, this is one of my favorites lyrically too. I love the way the lyrics are strung together in this one. Come by the long way, deep in the summer, I'll be there with you, you heard it too. I like that a lot. A lot. But it's not Sorcererz Fireflies or Tranz level. I'm putting that... Yeah, that's above Kansas. Souk Eye. Souk Eye's a party song though. Weird, like... It sounds very much like an exit track to an album, but it's like still party. It's like you're getting your last little party in before it ends. LA, why you so complicated for me? Twilight, waiting on the planet to turn to me. If loving you's a felony now, then I'm a renegade. Riding, trying to find tomorrow ain't easy. Why you rolling waves over me now? That's all I need. Dreaming, waiting on LA to come find me. Be forgiven. Why you looking so beautiful to me now when you're so sad? I will always think about you. This one's romantic, but I don't get romantic vibes from it. Isn't that weird? I only get romantic vibes from the one where everybody died. That says a lot about my love life. I like it more than like Zurich. I don't like it more than Hollywood. So that's where Souk Eye goes. And then I have one bonus track that came out around the same time that I always include. I actually have on my phone as part of the album, even though it's not. We're going to play that one, but it's not in the running. It's going to go last by Uchis, but featuring Gorillaz. Damon's vocals in this are really good. I think that's why I consider it an actual Gorillaz song. It sounds like a Gorillaz collaboration song. Dead up. The song's got like such a slappy, happy beat. It's like 90s like bubblegum, but like in a weird, funky kind of underground way. It's got that super high energy vibe, but at the same time it's got like she's secretly depressed, but she's like trying to be happy anyway and just ignoring the depression, just being happy regardless. And since it's from the album called Isolation, I can kind of understand that.
I'm feeling happy inside, I've got no reason to hide. I'm a dream girl, I'm never stressing my bills, nobody ever gets killed. It's the dream, whoa, 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 whoa. Everything is just wonderful in my dreams. He's never messing around, he's always holding it down. He's my dream boy.
Damon's part! I'm excited. The moments we are happiest
La 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 la
are the moments that we don't exist.
la 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 la.
That's it, but that made it for me. They made it a Gorillaz song. Just that 4 lines from Damon. So yeah, that's the honorable mention. That goes to the bottom. I didn't realize Sorcererz was my favorite song, but yeah, Sorcererz is definitely my favorite song on the Now Now. Alright, so that's the Now Now. It's a really good, interesting album, isn't it? There's a lot of variety there, but it's got this kind of 70s, 80s vibe to it. It's got that old disco, slow rock, retro sound to it. It's one of my favorites. So next is a very controversial album, Humans. And it's not just controversial because of the subject matter, though it is very political, so it is controversial in that sense. But it is controversial because it had very, very, very little Damon in it. It was mostly collaboration songs. I remember back in the day when it first came out, people were talking about it in music news. It's like, do we even need Damon Albarn anymore to have Gorillaz? And that's a dangerous thought. I don't like that. They got so focused on the collaboration and Damon just making the music, they almost phased Damon out of Gorillaz. And that's why it's my least favorite album. I come for Damon Albarn. I mean, I come for the music too, but first and foremost, I come for Damon Albarn. If Damon Albarn's not in it, I don't really care. I'll just listen to the collaboration artists on their actual albums, you know what I mean? It doesn't make it special unless Damon Albarn's in there. I mean, in the future when he can't anymore, that's fine. While he's still able to make music and still wants to sing and make music, he needs to be in it. It's got really cool music, and it's got one of my absolute favorite Gorillaz songs, Saturn's Bars, and a couple others that I really like on it too. So stick around for that one. That'll be coming out soon. But until then, as always, keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. I'll see you all. Thanks so much for watching. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons and channel members. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jera Mullins, Free Spirit Katie, MC Darfer, Vexus, Agnieszka, Granny Monster, Nightmare Luna, Lily Ardat, and Elliot the Epic 242. Really, thank you so much for everything you do. It means the world to me.